I challenge you. I challenge you this year. Do at least 3 no-buy months. You know what a no-buy month is? It's where you don't buy anything except for the absolute essentials, the bare necessities, as it were. 3 no-buy months this month, or this year, 2025. This is the year to do it. I'm telling you, this is the year people are going to wake up and realize their consumerism is not benefiting them whatsoever. You go out and buy your little trinkets. You go out and buy your little copes. It doesn't help you in the long term. Never has. Doing a no buy month, if you haven't done one before, it's almost like spring cleaning for your id, basically. You know, your id is kind of like your deep down, like your basest instincts. Take care of that id by doing at least 3 no buy months this year. A good one to do, right, is January. There's no major holiday, so it's pretty easy to get through this one doing a no buy month. And you can kind of gauge it depending on how severe you want your no buy to be, honestly. You can have it where, okay, well, you're just not going to buy any goods. Like, you'll still buy your coffee and whatnot, but you're not going to buy anything new. You're not going to buy anything, expensive. You can gauge it on dollar amount. You can do it your own way to tailor to your specific needs. But my vote is that the more hardcore you are about it, the more you're potentially going to get out of a no-buy month. Heading into this new year, seriously take a look at your finances. Look at them, and I'm not saying go as far as to do a budget. We'll talk about that in another video. But I think after doing a no-buy month and seeing how much money you potentially can save by cutting back on your expenses, by cutting back on your purchases, your major purchases and your small purchases, you will be pleasantly surprised. And I honestly think you'll get more enjoyment out of seeing those extra dollars in your account than you ever would have from buying those things, basically, if that makes sense. I'm planning on doing, it's going to be a minimalist year. It's going to be a minimalist year. Given what has gone on in the country in the past few months, I'm ready to take a big step back from purchasing anything but the necessities. We've talked about this in a few videos as well, how you can use your buying power and your money and your finances to affect some level of political change. It's the one thing that people know can actually have change in like overall. Our votes don't seem to matter anymore. The rule of law doesn't seem to matter anymore. So the one thing you still have is your buying power. And if you do your part in slowing the economy down and playing your part in the class war, these no-buy months, they flow right into that kind of idea, if that makes sense. So just to keep an open mind in terms of, well, are you unhappy? Are you anxiety ridden? How much of these things, how much of the negativity in your life is based directly on money or the lack thereof? And a no-buy month can go a long way to alleviating that. So yeah, I just want to get your guys' thoughts. I'm planning on doing 3 out of 12 months, no buy, literally not buying anything that isn't absolutely necessary. And this kind of thing, I really think it's therapeutic, and you'll be glad you did it after it's done. There might be a little pain here or there, oh, I'd like this, oh, I'd like that. Just think of it in terms of a goal, and then once you're at the end of the month, you can kind of do a self-assessment. You can go back through what you didn't purchase, and if you really needed it, it's also based kind of on your need. How much of your need are your needs in reality, or are they based on what you think your needs are? That's what a no-buy month will point out in very stark terms. So I'd love to hear your thoughts below. Thanks so much for tuning in. I had some really good responses from the previous few videos, and yeah, just going to keep trucking it to 2025. This is going to be the year to get your finances in order. This is going to be the year to get your health in order. Just cut back where you can. Make sure your finances are good, your investments are good, and yeah, we'll go from there. So thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one.